Track life.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's Trek Life Tuesdays once again, live and direct for y'all. Hope you guys are having a wonderful morning so far and continue to have a wonderful day. For those of y'all who don't know, my name is Trek Life and we do Trek Life Tuesdays. At least we try to do it every week, where I cover a couple topics, things that are on my mind and things that I kind of see other people talking about that might be on their mind, and give my opinion on it. And I feel like I'm right about everything, so you guys got to just learn to live with it. So check it out. We're just gonna jump into sports real quick. We always kind of start off with sports, especially since basketball is my favorite sport. We definitely need to talk about super teams, and congratulations to Golden State and their fans. It's always good to be part of a championship team and enjoy a championship as a city. I don't want to disparage. The ball had to go in the hoop, man. Regardless of who the players are, the ball had to go in the hoop. It increases the likelihood when you get a lot of the best players on the same team, but the ball went in the hoop and they won, straight up and down. So I'm not gonna get into it too much. I feel like I'm not backing off my stance of super teams. I'm just not. I think LeBron and KD would have likely had the same amount of championships they have now if they'd have stayed with their respective teams. That's how I feel. And also, look, maybe KD might have more. I mean, he's on a super duper team. He might end up with more than he would have ended up with at Oklahoma City, but I think they were on their way to a chip, and I think it just took a little bit of patience. But hey, they got the right to do it, so they did it. Going into sports a little bit more, though, more of the kind of conspiracy with sports, and in general, I think a lot of people have to learn to accept losing. Sometimes you lose, right? Sometimes a team wins, sometimes a team loses. Most times that's pretty much the answer. There might be a bad call here, a bad call there, but the whole idea that every time something doesn't go the way you think it should go, it's rigged, come on, man, like you gotta grow up at some point. You gotta grow up, you gotta be an adult, you gotta stand up on your own 2 feet and kind of learn to man up a little bit sometimes. Like everything is not rigged. It's not the government manipulate. It's like, I mean, that's I don't want to question somebody's manhood. I'll take all that back. But at the same time, we gotta learn to lose, man. We gotta learn to lose and have a difference of opinion. And there's not always this Dr. Claw evil that's going on behind the scenes. Sometimes, man, a team outplays another team, or a team comes out flat, or there's a defensive or offensive adjustment that just changes everything. And that's the same thing with anything. It's the same thing with the Grammys, and the same thing with any other award that's won in a competitive manner. It's just not always sinister. I hate the idea that everything is sinister now. Less things are sinister than you think, and it undermines the discussion of things that actually are sinister. We have actual real government issues that are sinister, but this whole idea that everything that's going on is a behind the scenes dark cloak, people sitting in the middle of a pentagram in some dark room. No, man, it's just a game. It's a game that we enjoy. We're entertained by it. A large group of people are entertained by it, and to assume that it's rigged every single time the outcome doesn't go the way you believe it should go. I'm sorry, man. I can't buy it. Sometimes you just gotta lose, man. Accept losing, and it's a part of life. Losing is something that happens. I don't want to spend too much time on the next topic. So, this is a very simple thing. Every top 5 list is wrong. Every single one. It's all subjective, man. Every single top 5 list is wrong. Every single top 5 list you've ever seen in your life is wrong. Whether it's top 5 foods, top 5 cameras, top 5 phones, top 5 players, top 5 musicians, top 5 rappers, top 5 whatever, top 5 dogs, top 5 places to live. All subjective. Every single one is wrong. The only top 5 that's correct is the one that you have between you. Bottom line. We can discuss who is good and who isn't, but once we start getting into top 5s, I mean, it just starts to get ridiculous. Like, nah, there's no way. No, there's a way. There's a way. Did you watch them? Did you enjoy them? Okay, well, then put them in your top 5. We can have some of these arguments with sports because numbers enter, but now we're getting into cross era, right? And the same with music. We're getting into cross era. So now you're adding in, and we're adding in, wisely adding in factors that one era faced that the other did not. So now that comes into play, and that's a reasonable discussion, right? Every top 5 is wrong, and it will be wrong till the end of time. So you've never read a top 5 that's been correct, and you've never written a top 5 that's been correct, and that's just how things go. Lastly, This is an actual interesting question because it has a racial component to it, but it's not truly about race because honestly, can it be? Can rhythm be taught? No, serious question. Can you really teach somebody rhythm? Or are you just born with it or born without it? The reason why I ask is because I actually feel like I can teach people rhythm now. So I had to teach my daughter how to do a certain step for her hula. She had a ho'olalea, and she was kind of moving a little quickly on the steps. It's a kind of a thing that we normally see with people without rhythm is that they just move a little faster than the beat. Very rarely are you slower than the beat, right? So here's the thing. If you want to teach somebody rhythm, I think I got some help for you, right? The getting back to the beginning part of the dance is part of the step. And that's what people without rhythm have an issue with. Have you ever watched somebody two-step off beat? Instead of getting that and step, boom, and boom, and boom, they skip the whole and. It's just boom, 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 boom. They're going 1, 2. I'm saying if you could teach a person to step on the and, 1 and 2 and, I think you could actually teach a person rhythm. Now, a rhythmless rapper, no. You guys are out. You gotta go. I'm done with y'all. Knock it off. Knock it off, rhythmless rappers. But a person who needs to learn how to dance just a little bit so they're cool. We always had this joke, man, at Snapback, and y'all can catch me at Snapback in Long Beach this Friday if y'all down to kick it. We have this thing where, I have a thing where people who use the lower half of their lower body to dance have rhythm. People who use a lot of arms, they don't. And you could tell when you look out on the dance floor, the people without rhythm, they are almost all arms. They're trying to mask it. Stop trying to mask your lack of rhythm with your arms. Don't just count 1, 2, 1, 2. Count a little bit of step, 1 and 2. I think I can help you. I feel like if you got somebody without rhythm, try it. Holla at me. I don't know. I mean, I just don't want to leave the comments open because I just don't want to be called the N-word at random. I don't know, just holla at me. I think I could teach somebody rhythm. I think you can, if you use this Trek step method, it's called the Trek step method. Don't steal it. Of helping people count on the and, count the get back to the step. Then I think that you too can teach somebody rhythm. Anyway, y'all, my name is Trek Life, man. We're gonna keep this short, sweet, and brilliant, because I thought it was brilliant. And I'm gonna holler at y'all next Tuesday. We got the Wednesday banger coming up tomorrow. And we got very, very special week at treklife.la starting in July, actually. It's gonna be a really, really fun week. We're gonna highlight some artists from a special, island that's very special to me, a group of islands that's very special to me, so that's a strong hint. We can try to highlight some of those artists. We got some banging stuff coming up, man. I just hope y'all stick with me through my learning process on Trek Life Tuesdays. Hopefully one day y'all see me on TV. Man, I ain't got time for that. Peace. Wait, now peace. Peace.
Yo, we gotta be out, y'all. Peace, y'all. But we will be sure to return, y'all. Shout it out, y'all. Peace, y'all.